Okay, guys, sorry about that. This is part two to the Battle Armor He-Man. Um, I do ask your forgiveness for that. I had to answer a phone call. So I strip him down. Um, this is the Battle Armor, and I look at the middle of the chest. It is looked like an M, of sorts, and I was comparing the Battle Armor to that of what Zordak has on. And I was wondering in my mind, did they get inspiration from Zordak? Now, Zordak has what looks like a W. I think that's where we get that new He-Man Wondar. So, the Wonder Bread He-Man from the 80s. And now we have this one that looks like an M. Same color scheme, right? And from this profile here, well, from this view, we got the helmet that look somewhat reminiscent of what Zardak is wearing. Very reminiscent. You guys tell me what you think in the description. Uh, hit, miss. Am I going too far with it? Is it you can see the similarity? You can see where possibly where I got that idea from. You know, and definitely not taking away that from the cartoon. Prince Adam was taken in by the Cat Clan or the Cat Tribe and Tiger Tribe, and the armor looks more cat-like, so that makes sense to me there. Definitely not going to dispute that. All I just think is perhaps the armor was inspired by Zordak's armor, and instead of a W, we got an M. Same color scheme, same helmet. I wanted to point out something that I realized. Unless well, there's no way you can tell because once it's in the package, you cannot tell. But my figure, his weight, that little spring-loaded action thing, makes him a little wobbly. It's not as tight as the others. I have that problem currently with my Beastman from the same toy line, where to stand him up straight, he always crunches down. And I believe the spring that is responsible for the little action feature. Maybe mine is broken or warped or defective somehow inside Beastman. And I kind of noticed this one is a little loose. Not a deal breaker. I'm happy with the figure overall, but it's just something I wanted to point out. So in case if you get one that's a little loose, yeah, could just be my figure. Maybe it's semi-defective. Another thing I wanted to point out was the cutout in the shoulder pads. It's not one size for every side. They have a specific way they go on or in. So what I notice here is the one with the this little double line there. You see, you have this single line on top there. See that? And then now you look, you see the little double. The double goes on the bicep side. So you can remember bicep, bi meaning two. So, and being that these are two, see those two little lines there? That goes on the bicep side, and it fits on perfectly. If you try to do it the other way around, it's not going. There you go. Now you can see where the gap is between the shoulder and the deltoid, the bicep, shoulder blade, etc. And when you put it in here, it just goes in nice and protects the shoulder properly the way it's supposed to. So he's ready for action. Love the claw gauntlets. Have that nice forearm gauntlet, forearm spikes also. So if you're thinking you want to make your He-Man more savage, like in your battles, you know, after he punch someone, he comes back, backslash. Similar to how Batman have the gauntlets on his arm, his forearm. So that's a thought. It looks very nice as he's getting ready to be armored up, you know. And I did notice there's a let's see, the armored Skeletor. Let's see, I'm gonna get that Skeletor. Definitely want to order it. There you go. Someone get me the armored Skeletor. Also from the 8-inch line, and he has nice color schemes in the whole 9 yards. And after I get him, right now he's on Amazon for 19.99. I'll probably pick him up this Friday. It's called the Masters of the Universe Deluxe Skeletor, large action figure, power attack, and specifically, what does it say on the box? Let me see what it says on the box. Battle armor Skeletor. He's wearing like his color scheme is really nice. He has a lot of green. I really forgot because I watched the cartoon like 2 months ago. I forgot what they call that green stuff that they use that powers up their weapons and where Skeletor derives his powers from. But the color scheme for the claws that Skeletor has is a nice green. He has nice green sequins on his shoulder straps leading down to that skeleton face or forehead as a battle armor. Um, it looks really nice. It looks really nice. So after I get that particular figure, then I would have the entire collection until they bring out whatever comes out next. Like I said, I'm looking forward to Sorceress and her Cosmic Falcon. It's an attachment that looks like a jetpack. Is the best way I could explain it. And also the Talon Fighter. I cannot wait to get that. Like I said, I'm gonna get like 3 or 4 of those. Have me a fleet, so they can scramble their jets to prepare to intercept an attack by the evil villains, and go from there. Go from there. But yeah. So this is the Battle Armor He-Man, and what he looks like. Almost fully geared. You're not fully geared until you have your sword. So, saying fully equipped. Yep, yeah, the power sword. Now he's fully equipped and ready for battle. And bring on the bad guys. So, like I said, because of the spring, he's going to tend to lean forward. Mines will, and not a total deal breaker for me. It's okay, but just something to be aware of. So, and like I said, for me personally, this is what I see when I see this He-Man. So, if you guys see something similar, or you see where I'm going with this, the battle armor and how it's reminiscent of Zordak's um, armor plate, for his uniform. You know, uh, let me know what you think in the comments. And anyone who is more knowledgeable than me about Zordak and the color schemes, and maybe you know a little backstory about where this whole battle armor came from. Is it inspiration from this? Is it a call out or call back rather to Zordak. You know, will there be plans to bring Zordak into the Netflix series? Towards the end of um, season two, we had Stratos, where it looked like he was fighting Webstore in the jungle, and it had looked like wow, like a web store. Holy smoke! Can you imagine we get a web store? That would be good. I think they can go a lot of places with this. Imagine in another year. So say season three comes out at the end of this year. Let's imagine, because I haven't checked the schedule, so I don't know. But I'm just imagining. I'm imagining from a creative point of view where you want to take the series, how far you want to take it, etc. And so we get web store ready, and maybe one day we see Buzz off. You know, um, we get to see Merman from this collection. Clothful. It'd be great to see Whiplash. He's another one of my favorite bad guys. I think I like the bad guys, their looks and abilities more than the good guys. Because good guys are good guys. But the bad guys that have that very interesting look that they look like they can hurt you really bad. And if you have you know, depending on who you are, how you may play your storyline and stuff, the good guys don't always have to win. Think about it. You got Beastman. Look at how fast and swift he is. Um, you got and I think that's what this CGI thing brought, in my opinion. It wasn't a perfect Masters of the Universe ensemble of good guys where they know what they're doing and they're coordinated 100% and they're always going to win. Like they win battles on mishaps, they win battles on a little sloppiness. It's not perfect, and I think that's why I like this cartoon also. Um, the story writing is good. They dealt with some very tough content in the sense of, well, let's say tough, not like sensitive, but like, oh man, can you imagine that's how, like, when Sorceress at one point in season one, she didn't want to be part of oh, let me get some of your powers to transform. She was like, I'm quite fine doing my own. And you got the feeling like, wow, why is she kind of like separating herself from the rest of the group? And that was more of a, hey, this is how it happens in real life. Some people just don't want to be bothered with other people because they're trying to figure out, how do I feel about this? You know, um, I get this sword, I bring it to the champion, and now this whole big thing is happening, and this seems a little bit above me. And I get these apparitions, and I hear these voices from the original sorceress, and I gotta kind of figure out what is happening, and am I called to a higher calling? How do I accept this? And when you look at it, yeah, they're a bunch of kids. They're 16, 17 years old, 15 years old, and they're trying to figure out, what do I do here with all this responsibility laid at my lap? You know, to whom much is given, much is required, that kind of thing. Or with great power comes great responsibility, and you're trying to figure that out. So I think on Netflix, they do a great job at portraying that. And, you have the adults chasing the kids, and that's kind of fun too. And every now and then, um, fun is poked at how adults are these wicked bad people. So it's kind of fun. It's fun. But overall, I'm loving the line. I love the little guys. The little guys, definitely enjoying this line here, 8 inch. If they make more, I'm going to definitely get more. Right now, um, I don't see a limit for me. I got the motorcycles and stuff. I'll do videos on those individually one day, and again, just discuss my thoughts. Basically, that's what this channel is about. Me collect, my thoughts, what I collect, my interests, and maybe to elaborate a little bit more on what it is that I like about the toy line, the TV series, my hopes for the future of both the series, the toy line, and the TV series. And share your thoughts too, because you know what, at the end of the day, we're all pretty much not just collectors, but we're all creators, you know. And that's why people who got angry at that guy Kevin who did He-Man Revelations, it's that's what's called just a new iteration or interpretation of what's going on there. You know, what's his interpretation of He-Man? What he would have liked to see when he was a kid growing up. What would have been his idea? And now he has the power and ability to create something and give back to a um, generation that he grew up with, and a new generation. You know, his kids and stuff. And when we tell the story, that's all. You know, so that's just my food for thought. That's all. I appreciate every artistic point of view and appreciate what people bring to the table. And remember, we're all creatives. We have the power of creativity and that ability and power. You and I can do so much good in the world if we channel our power to do just that. Channel your energy to bring about the very best in you. Help your fellow man the very best that you can, and you can make a difference in the world. One person at a time, one good deed at a time. So this is the good guy signing off. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.